Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. So for my primer today, I'm going to be using the Cover FX Brightening Foundation Primer. Prime my eyelids, and for today I'm going to be using the Hard Candy Eyes the Limit primer. I start off today with my brow bone shade, and for today I'm going to be using the Smashbox Full Exposure in combination with my Wet n Wild palette. So this shade right here is actually called M2, so it's this one right here. I'm just gonna throw this onto my highlight area. Laying down a light brown shade, and this is a single eyeshadow from Coastal Scents. So this is it right here, and I'm going to be applying this one into my crease area, and I'm pretty much just going to connect it with the highlight shade that I just put down. Direct crease, I'm going to follow up with this shade right here, and this one's a little bit darker than the first shade, but I'm going to just apply that into the direct crease, and this is Makeup Geek's Cocoa Bear. So basically with the shade, I just want to focus it directly on the crease area. So I basically don't want to cover up this area right here because I want to do like a nice gradient effect. For my lid shade, I'm going to be grabbing another shader brush, and from the Comfort Zone palette, I'm going to be using this one right here. And I'm just going to use this as my lid shade. To define my outer V, I'm going to use this black hair from Makeup Geek Cosmetics. This is Corrupt. And then this dark brown, which let me double check the name. So that one's called Mocha. So I'm going to combine both of them just to get a nice dark defined outer V area. Building up all of that eyeshadow, I just want to go back in and use a little bit of the Paprika shade and Cocoa Bear and just blend it out a little bit more. So I'm just gonna buff out the edges around the black mainly, so it doesn't look very harsh. That pink that you guys can see in this inner part right here is a shadow from ColourPop, and this was a limited edition shade. I'm not sure if it's still on, but this was from the Coffee Break with Danny quad, and this is in the shade Hope. So I'm just gonna add this into my inner tear duct area. For eyeliner today, I'm going to be doing a cat wing, and for me, I'm just gonna start off from the inner corner here and then work my way in. As you can see, I do have a little bit of a cat wing going on in the inner section here, so I'm just going to take my time and do the same thing on this eye. So I basically just want to take my time, build it up a little bit so it defines my inner corner, just like that. And I'm just going to extend it out just a tad. My bottom waterline here like I have on this side, I'm going to be using the Revlon Photo Ready Eye Kajal. So now now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this M4 shade, which is this dark brown shade right here, and I'm just going to smudge that underneath the black to give it a little bit more intensity. Pretty much come to the end of the eye look. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw my foundation on, and then I'll come back and show you what it all looks like. I'm going to be using this Lorac oil-free wet dry powder, and it is a little bit darker than my skin, but I feel like this foundation is giving me a very kind of ashy look on camera, so I'm going to use this to kind of like counteract some of that. Now we're back to the regular scheduled program. Anyways, I was gonna say that I'm moving on to my NYX bronzer, and I'm just gonna add a little bit more color back to my face. Blush today, I'm going to be using the La Femme blush in the color Peach. Today I'm going to be using Luxie Beauty's Honey Child, and a little bit definitely does go a long way with this one. You can see I applied a little bit too much here, but that's okay, we can just blend it out. I don't like filming when you're home. How you just torment me?
Can't push this down.
It already fell down on me.